On this episode, we have a new update on the dicamba label from the Ninth Circuit Court. A surprise Christmas guest joins us. See if Merschman Seeds is on the naughty or nice list. And as always, stick around for Joe's corny joke.
Hi, this is Joe Merschman. Welcome to Cup of Joe, episode number 21, season 3. Today is our Christmas edition. We have a special guest coming in towards the end of this segment. But before we get into that, we want to talk a little bit about some of the new news that just came out this week about the dicamba registration. And, you know, we have our regulars today. We have Tommy and Ben and Turk. I'm going to lead off with Turk.
So, yeah, Joe, as we predicted, the plaintiffs that filed the case in the Ninth Circuit Court before to vacate the registration of dicamba did refile again in the same court. And their reasons, and they're not starting over. They're going right back to the Ninth Circuit Court, and they're not starting over because they didn't feel that the new registration changed a whole lot from what the original registrations were. They don't feel like there's sufficient evidence to show that the product's going to perform any different than it did before. They don't feel they did limit the states from able to make changes without jumping through a bunch of hoops, and so and they are asking for the registration to be vacated wholly, which means that nobody would be able to use the product on any dicamba soybeans out there. So that would basically make all Extend soybeans a Liberty Link product only.
Extend Flex would be Liberty Link.
Extend Flex, yes.
Obviously Roundup also. So.
Yep.
So what you're saying, Turk, is that going back to the same court, asking for the registration for dicamba application to be stopped. Vacated. And if it is stopped, there's not going to be any grace period where they can come in and say, well, whoever's got product can spray it. They're just going to say, nope, that's it, cold turkey on that day. The day that verdict comes out, if it comes out against the registration, you will not be able to spray dicamba, period, on soybeans.
That's what they're asking the court to do. We're going to put a link up so that everybody can see exactly what's in the petition that they're asking for, but I think they got a really good chance to prevail.
So the question, you know, I'm sure, you know, Ben, I'm going to ask you, do you think it'll be in time for spring? Or do you think it'll be prior, or does anybody know? Or?
The fact that they're not moving through the lower courts to get to this point is,
speed things up.
It's going to speed things up really quickly, and they're going straight back to the same judges and everything that they had the first round. So it's hard telling, but it kind of looks like we're going to have a decision hopefully before spring. We got a couple months here left, so we'll see.
I would imagine they would remember last year and knowing that they had all that product out in the field, and that's what caused a lot of the issues anyway. So
yeah, and it is the Ninth Circuit, which is San Francisco, a fairly liberal court, and that's why they went there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a farmer contemplating planting Extend Flex, you better keep that in the back of your mind. And of course, we've been saying that for many weeks, so it has happened.
Remember when they did the appeal, Joe, when the EPA appealed, the judges that heard that appeal were not as liberal as the judges that initially heard it, and they upheld it. So I think it has a good chance. Yeah,
I do too. If I was a farmer, I'd definitely be watching this one real close, and keep in mind that you know, if you can't spray dicamba on your Extend soybeans, you've got basically a Roundup Ready soybean, and that could be pretty tough to control some of those driver weeds.
We know that there's not enough Extend Flex out there to cover what's sold. So
and that's a good point. You know, I'm hearing in the marketplace, and Tommy, you may too, and Ben, you have any comments, but you know, they're selling the heck out of Extend Flex, and we know from their own documents that there's only enough for 20 million acres. So you know, if they're doing 40-50% of the market, you know, that means the majority of the farmers have to plant Extend soybeans.
A lot of the farmers that ordered Extend Flex will not get Extend Flex.
Oh, you know, it's the old. I remember when we first got into corn business in 1992, and asked an old timer that had been in the corn business a long time, and I said, let's see, you got flats, you got rounds, you got plateless grades, you got different bag weights. I said, how do you manage all this complexity? He says, Joe, don't worry about it. Just sell and substitute. And that's kind of the mentality of a lot of the big seed companies, is sell and substitute. Sell the product that you know that everybody wants, and then worry about it in March, and then substitute. And you know, I don't know about you, but you know, that's going to cost farmers money.
Yeah, especially if they don't realize that they don't have the product that they think they do.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a bad day. And I think you already said that, Tommy, that some customers didn't get any of the Extend Flex that they had ordered.
Yeah, and that's, it's a big thing with guys getting deliveries right now, and they're finding out that they ordered Extend Flex, like you said, and they've just got straight Extend beans. There's just no trust in the marketplace, and I think guys are really just trying to get everything that they've ordered in their shed, and they're finding out that the bait and switch is full live.
Ben, as product manager, what's our supply right now?
We have a couple varieties that we did limited launches on that are sold out, but everything else I'm not concerned about. I think we have a very, very good supply of a lot of products, from a 1.5 to a 4.8, and I think we're going to make it to the end just fine.
But a good supply of products that have proven themselves. I mean, we also have to remember this is a launch year for some of those Extend Flex products, and we remember what Extend was like when we launched it. The first go around, everything was tall and fell down. So keep that in the back of your mind too.
Bird in the hand, two in the bush. Right?
Yep, that's right.
But Ben, I agree with you. We know right now that what we're short of and what we have plenty of.
Correct.
Other seed companies do too. They should not be selling something to a farmer that they know they don't have. I mean, they know right now. I mean, we know our germs, we know our bushels. The only thing that could mess us up is if we have a bin or something go out of condition that we're not aware of. But right now, we know exactly our supply. They're in bins. We know the bushels. So, in my opinion, I really look down on seed companies that oversell and then substitute, because I don't think that's really right to a farmer. A deal's a deal. Well, Tommy, I see you've got something there for us too. What do you got?
Yeah, I got a few things here, Joe. First thing, I want to remind everybody that January 15th is coming up, and that's your opportunity to get all the max discounts that we offer here at Merschman Seeds. So keep pushing and remember that date coming up. Also want to give a special shout out that Pam Moore is retiring. So Pam was our dealer support. She helped me out a lot. She did a lot for us in this room, so we appreciate her time here.
Yeah, basically anything that was print or in design, she designed it. These backdrops right here, for example, that's something Pam did. So even to the point of the graphics on our trucks and stuff. So as a graphic designer, she was an integral part of our marketing department and did a lot of, the seed guide, for example, and things like that. So she touched a lot of areas for dealers, postcards, mailers, everything. So
Sure.
We're going to miss Pam, but those of you that are used to working with Pam now will work with Michaela Fecky, and we'll keep the ball rolling. We got Carly and Alex too, so we got a good team to keep the ball rolling on the marketing side. So.
Yeah. And I also want to say, to say this has been a challenging year, I would say that would be an understatement. A lot of salesmen are out there pushing and been working their butts off. So this Christmas season is going to be the first kind of fresh break that they get to get a breath of fresh air and spend some time with their families. So I just want to thank everyone and remember the reason for the season, so to speak. So
very good,
appreciate
Tommy.
everything.
Very good. Well, let's see. Gosh, he should be here. Well,
okay, where is our special guest?
I don't know. Our special guest, I don't know where he's at. You know what? Santa Claus is coming, folks, literally to Merschman Seeds on Cup of Joe. So he's supposed to be here. I know he likes to hang out in the warehouse, talk to the guys out there. I'll run out there quick and get him, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back.
Where is that?
Holy cow.
Hi, boys and girls.
Hey, Santa.
Boy, what a privilege to be on Cup of Joe. Oh, my gosh.
Santa, did you see Joe out there? He's out there looking for you someplace.
I didn't see him. I don't know. I was out in the warehouse. I was talking to the boys out
that's
there.
where he said he went.
Well, I didn't see him, but anyhow, let's get going. I know I got to get back to the North Pole, I got work to do. Anyhow, I just wanted to say, first of all, I was out in the seed plant and they showed me those color sorters they got out there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then the seed with all that sparkly red reminds me of Christmas. Merschman Seeds is my favorite seed company. And the reason why is, first of all, their colors are the same as mine. Red and green, and you have that little Christmas tree in the M. Oh my gosh. I don't know of a nicer seed company to possibly come by and visit. I don't visit all the seed companies because at least one or two of them are on my naughty list.
I can imagine.
At least Merschman Seeds sells neighbor-friendly products, and their customers, they're just like the seed company. Super nice folks, do everything for their neighbors, very positive. It's just a pleasure to be here. So, have you been good boys this year?
Oh, I think so.
You know I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see everything, Santa.
Well, anyhow, I've got to get back to work. You know, I have to work Christmas. You guys don't. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, I just wanted to say, you know, it's been a real pleasure working with Merschman Seeds, and I'm just so happy for you. And I look forward to giving you all a special gift this Christmas.
Well, thank you,
Santa.
Santa.
Thanks, Santa.
So anyhow, I got to get back to work. So everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas, Santa.
If you see Joe out there, send him back in, please.
If I see Joe, I'll tell him to get his butt back in here.
All right.
I don't know. I didn't see him. I went everywhere for Santa.
Well, he was here, Santa. He just left.
Darn it, I missed him.
Just
He
missed
was
him.
here, Joe, and he just left.
We must have crossed paths, didn't see him. Well, anyhow, I'll see him later, I'm sure.
Okay.
Well, anyhow, hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll finish up with our normal 2 corny jokes. And this one here, one of them is a Santa joke. How much did Santa pay for his sled?
No idea.
Nothing. It was on the house. And then, what do you call a Christmas wreath made out of $100 bills?
My Christmas present.
That would be a nice one, wouldn't it? It's called Aretha Franklin's.
Oh, Aretha Franklin. I like that.
Now, both of those were sent in to me, and so I used them, so don't blame me for this week's.
That's good.
As always, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays during this difficult time. We hope that you're healthy, your family's healthy. We thank you so much for supporting Merschman Seeds this past year. We look forward to earning your business in the coming year. We wish all of you a Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.